Hogwarts Legacy, explaining Nigellus Black's connection to Harry Potter. Phineas Nigellus, I thought that to belong in Gryffindor House you were supposed to be brave? It looks to me as though you would have been better off in my own house. We Slytherins are brave, yes, but not stupid. For instance, given the choice, we will always choose to save our own necks. Harry Potter, it's not my own neck I'm saving. Phineas Nigellus, oh I see. This is no cowardly flight, you are being noble. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, 1847 to 1925, was a pure-blood wizard born to the House of Black. He attended Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a member of Slytherin House, later becoming the school's least popular headmaster. Following his death in 1925, his portrait was hung in the headmaster's office to offer advice to the current headmaster. Phineas Nigellus was born to the House of Black in 1847. He had 3 siblings, Sirius, Elidora, and Iola Black. The siblings were raised in a household that strongly believed in the importance of blood purity, and as such Phineas carried a grudge against Muggle-borns, whom he called mudbloods and considered simple. At the age of 11, circa 1858, Phineas Nigellus began his schooling at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where he was sorted into Slytherin House. Some time after leaving school, circa 1865, Phineas Nigellus married Ursula Flint, and at the age of 30, the two had a son, Sirius, named after his deceased brother. 4 more children followed. Phineas, who did not inherit his father's views on pure-blood supremacy and was disowned by the family for supporting Muggle rights, Cygnus, Belvina, and Arcturus. As headmaster of Hogwarts. There's Phineas Nigellus, my great-great-grandfather, see? Least popular headmaster Hogwarts ever had. Sirius Black on Phineas's legacy as Hogwarts headmaster. As an adult, Black became a professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, a job which he loathed due to the impertinence of his students. He was later appointed as the headmaster of Hogwarts by the British Ministry of Magic, accepting the position only for the prestige associated with it, and showing very little interest in acting as a role model or in children's education. His great-great-grandson, Sirius Black III, would later describe him as the least popular head the school had ever known. Death and postmortem. We are honor-bound to give service to the present headmaster of Hogwarts. Shame on you, Phineas. Armando Dippett's portrait to a sleepy Phineas. Professor Black died in 1925 at age 78. At the time of his death, Phineas Nigellus had 5 children, at least 13 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Many more would be born after he had died. Phineas Nigellus' portrait in the headmaster's office did not seem to enjoy assisting Albus Dumbledore, believing that he was eccentric and disagreeing with his pro-Muggle-born beliefs. The second portrait of Black was hung at 12, Grimmauld Place, and like other portrait subjects in the wizarding world, Black could travel between his portraits, which he did often. In 1995, Harry Potter stayed in the bedroom where Black's portrait hung, and Black took him messages from Albus Dumbledore. His voice could sometimes be heard coming from the frame when he was not in it, making sarcastic comments. His portrait had also been trained to ridicule those with Muggle parentage. One of the main messages that Phineas passed was when his great-grandson Arthur Weasley was attacked by Nagini whilst on duty for the Order of the Phoenix, letting Sirius know he was going to have company. Phineas Nigellus, I can't see why the boy should be able to do it better than you, Dumbledore. Albus Dumbledore, I wouldn't expect you to, Phineas. Phineas Nigellus about Dumbledore's mission to Harry Potter to retrieve the Horcrux memory from Slughorn. During Harry Potter, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger's quest to destroy Lord Voldemort's Horcruxes, Phineas Nigellus's Grimmauld Place portrait was hidden in Hermione's magically enlarged beaded bag, to stop him from being able to report their location to Severus Snape, then headmaster of Hogwarts. His portrait was then taken with the trio when they left the house. During this time, Phineas reluctantly dropped certain snippets of information on what was going on in Hogwarts to them, aiding them in their quest. He managed to find out where they were camping and informed Severus Snape, who was able to give them Sword of Gryffindor. He appeared happier to help Snape than he was when helping Dumbledore, probably proud to help another Slytherin headmaster. Phineas Nigellus possibly watched the Battle of Hogwarts in 1998. After Lord Voldemort's defeat, he saw Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger at the headmaster's office. Like all the headmaster portraits, he looked very happy and proudly brought up the fact that Slytherin House had contributed to the victory, referring to his own contribution, as well as those of Snape, Slughorn, and the Malfoys. He very likely would have continued to help future headteachers after the Second Wizarding War. In 2019, the portrait Phineas Nigellus stand was captured by the Calamity and began to appear around the world as a foundable.